In 2016, I set out on a course to get lean, possibly to get as lean as I could. It was an experimentation to see where I could take my body. Here, I'll outline the process, the outcomes, and the ramifications. I wanted to find out more about dialing my nutrition in, so I hired a coach who sent me a typical meal plan that looks exactly like this. Each meal was outlined, and my meal timing requirements were also set forth. I had specific times for when I ate, and I had specific times for when I worked out. My workouts were very detailed. It was about 5 to 6 days worth of workouts and strength training sessions in the gym, with some added HIIT and cardio sessions scattered throughout. As you can see from my photos here, on the left, my beginning before photo, and then into my program on the right, I was making immense progress. I was doing really well. I was following the workout plan and the meal plan almost to a T, at least 90% of the time. So here I am at the gym, in the bathroom, taking selfies. I did this quite often. I would look in the mirror and see my arms, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, I had a lot of pictures of me in the gym, because that's where I spent the majority of my time. And what you see online and on social media are a lot of these pictures. You'll see a lot of selfies taken and pride in terms of the way they look. But what you can't see here is the behind the scenes. You can't see how many times I prepped and measured and planned a meal. How many times I thought about food. How many times I thought about drinking alcohol and couldn't. What you also couldn't see were the times that we'd go out to dinner and I'd worry about what I could eat. I'd worry about what they would have that I could eat and that would satisfy everybody else that I was with. And those times when my mind was so consumed with these details that I wasn't living in the moment. My initial term with this program was 12 weeks. So I asked my coach, how lean can I get exactly? Do I keep going with this? She said, well, as long as you want. So I extended it for another 12 weeks. At this point in the program, after the initial 12 weeks, I pretty much had things laid out. I mean, I knew how to plan and prep my meals. Adjustments were made, but very small, so it didn't require a lot of change. And I had a pretty good schedule going at the gym, so I wrote it out for a little while longer. At this point, I'm probably about where this graphic shows you. Maybe not exactly 16% body fat, more about 19%. But the trade-offs that you see listed here, difficulty in socializing, losing out on fun events, the time required to exercise, I was seeing all of those trade-offs. But I was also seeing the trade-offs that were happening with my mood and my body. I wrote it out until about this day. This was me at the OBGYN office. I was going to my doctor to ask her about these crazy moods that I was having. I just couldn't get out of this funk. I was snappy all the time. I wasn't really happy, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. That's when I decided to take it upon myself to do the research and to get certified in sports nutrition. There is a better way, and I want to make women aware of the physiological changes that they should look out for, because there is a way to live in a body that you love, and here's how. There is a way to eat healthy, to exercise within reason, and to live your best life. If you look at the list here, this is pretty reasonable. Getting daily exercise, a few of those workouts being intense, eating 2 to 3 fifths of vegetables, 2 to 3 meals a day with adequate protein. This is the way that I find sustainability. And it can be done.